It's Friday night, and fun and fitness during quarantine, not quite shelter in place yet in Oregon. Welcome, everybody. Some of you might be thinking, fun and fitness during this time? Yes, we have an opportunity. We have time on our hands if we're not working, and if we're indeed told to stay at home, which we pretty much are, and which is a really brilliant idea, necessary idea to stop the spread of this nasty COVID-19 virus. So I just wanted to come and give you a few ideas of what ways you can utilize to have some fun, but also, take advantage of this time. It's not technically a fourth element thing, but we're on day 5. However, there is a huge element that we need in life, and that is fun, certainly fitness. And in all that, we have attitude, and we have outlook, and we also have the opportunity to take advantage of this time. So let's talk maybe first about what might be the more boring part. And that is the fitness part. But let's make the fitness part fun. So many of you may have fitness equipment that is very dusty and has been in the house or in the garage. Now is the time to imbue some life into that equipment and help it feel loved again by utilizing it. Might be an exercise bike, might be a little mini trampoline, maybe some free weights, And if you don't have free weights, little hand weights, great things to use. Vegetable cans. They give you a little bit of resistance, and you can start out with those and get some action going. And the consistency is what's really, really important. I'm certainly not a fitness expert, although it's a huge part of my life and staying healthy and happy, and the importance of getting that fitness, and even just walking around the house or walking out in your yard. I just did a really tiny glance at the governor, Kate Brown, at her update this evening. And yay, Darcy, I love that. Says she pulled out her jump rope and dusted off the yoga mat. Excellent. Yes, yoga. Oh my gosh. So Governor Brown, and this is in the state of Oregon, and your state may be different in what it's already asking and directing you to do to stay safe and help others stay safe. And that is stay home, stay healthy. And that is, we need to take this to heart. After my hike, I flew into Fred Meyer to buy a couple things at the local grocery, and people were just walking around as if nothing was anything different than any other day. And I did wear my own mask, which is a bandana, and that I had so many looks and people staring at me. I was the only one in the entire store that I saw that had any kind of protection over their mouth and nose. There was one gentleman that was leaving the store when I was going in, but everybody's looking at me like I was a Martian. And I thought, maybe it'd be good if I just put a badge on my shirt to say, I am not ill. I choose to not get ill and do the steps, whatever. Anyhow, so please utilize this time and let's, even set a little regimen, if you will, for yourself. I know for me today, I thought, this is a really good time for me to get more diligent in my daily kind of schedule, right? Because I can kind of wander off into this and that during my work day or during other times and just say, no, let's just get a really clear schedule on when I'm doing stuff. And that order really helps us. It helps our brains, helps us function. And so yoga mat, yes, great. There are so many wonderful offerings online of people that are doing so much, offering free yoga workouts and gentle stretching. You can just look, if you know a yogi in your area, you can just look on their Facebook page and they probably have something they're offering, other workouts and so on. But yoga is great because of the breath work and the stretching. And my day is always better when I do my yoga first thing in the morning before breakfast. It just is super, super helpful to do that integrating piece. It also gives us a little time to have the mind a bit quiet and help it get quieter so that we can indeed focus on what is so and where we're at right now. All right. Some other ideas for fitness. I mentioned the other night, I saw this Instagram post, and the Italians are so hilarious. It was an Italian fellow who was in his, had a swim cap on, had his goggles on, his swim goggles, had on his Speedo, and he was lying belly down on a skateboard, and he was like swimming using the skateboard and he was actually like a little paddling with his feet. It was hilarious. And then the next round you saw him on this little trike, and you can jump in place. I mean, kind of go back to elementary school. Number one is going to take us back to a fun, light time that we were certainly less caring about, oh, gee, well, that's maybe kind of juvenile, that's kind of dumb, or like, this is a great time to get silly. So utilize what you've got available and just do something every day. I'm part of what I'm doing is taking advantage of this. I really need to build up my arms. My legs are really strong part of my body because of my hiking and biking and other things that I do, but my poor arms, they just don't get enough. So I'm taking this as a good time to really amp those babies up a little bit and using my hand weights. You can also walk around the house with your hand weights and really pump your arms to get some going. The other fun, as I'm just careful because everything's changing so quickly as far as access to outdoors and so on. It was stated in Governor Brown's address this evening that yes, you go outside to walk, hike, and respect that distance, the 6 feet distance from other people. So one fun thing that I absolutely love to do outside and have, like on a playing field, like a baseball field or football field, whatever, is frisbee. Frisbee's great if you have a dog, to get out and walk with them and do frisbee, and maybe another person. That's plenty of safe distance to be playing frisbee. Moving on back to the fun part. So fitness is fun. You can make it fun. Some activities that you can do with other adults, you can do as a family if you have children, is do some read aloud time. It's really soothing, especially at bedtime. And, parents of young ones, know this, and it's always great to read to kids. But it doesn't have to be to kids. You can read to your partner. You can read to your cats. You can just read. And there are so many available online sources, you know, with Amazon Prime and Audible. And please check out your library system. Yes, the physical brick and mortars are closed. However, there are so many online resources on the library's websites. If you have a card, you've got access to all of those websites, and that includes, just within the catalog, ebooks, like reader books for Kindle or however you read your digital books, and also e-audiobooks. So you can listen to the ebooks either on your phone, maybe when you're doing your walking and trampolining or riding your indoor bicycle, what have you. But check it out. It's a great time to explore. This is a wonderful time to explore things that we have, you know, put off or said, oh, you know, I'd love to do that, but I don't have the time to. We got time. We got time. So please check out your libraries. It's also a great place with those online resources to learn new things. For example, there's a resource of software that allows you to self-tutor in any foreign language that you can possibly imagine and others that you probably can't imagine. It lets you pick the level at which you're starting at, which may be, yeah, I kind of know a couple words, but then you can just progress. Start at the very beginning. Like, I don't know anything about this. Okay, great resource. Utilize your libraries. And art, really fun. Get out the colored pencils, crayons. And I'm not talking just for kids. I'm talking about us older types that we tend to put those things aside because they're not grown up. But baloney. You've probably seen the total resurgence of adult coloring books that have hit, which are really, really fun and can be very zen and relaxing. Just sit and color in those pre-printed images and so on. Certainly board games, that's kind of a yes, of course. Card games, charades, fun. Pictionary, I mean, all kinds of really great engaging games using our imagination and keeping our mind going and out of the news feed to help us get balance there and stay a bit more involved with what's going on right here. Okay. So there's another great thing we can do, and that is to dance. Get silly. Get totally silly. And put on some really rockin' music, whatever music is fun to you, and dress in just wild, totally crazy. Can't really see. I'm gonna take this out of the tripod. And, you know, put silly clothes on and just have a blast, just moving around. Put some hats on, some scarves, be silly, get creative, and you can just dance around the house. Move that energy, get those endorphins going, just have fun with it. And the sky's the limit. Enjoy. Lots of music. There's so many free concerts on. Musicians are doing live watches and concerts that you can just all day and all night be watching these great shows that they're doing right from their living room or their kitchen table. Stay safe, everybody. Be well and have some fun. It helps keep our attitudes up and lifted and feeling good and moving some of those muscles and parts of our body that need to be moved in addition to our brains. Take care. See you tomorrow evening, and we'll be talking about community. Thanks for watching.